Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the real estate entrepreneur, Omar. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, Michael? What's up, everybody?
You gave me a little tease off air before we hit record that in our search to understand the local market, your local market, I might be surprised at the weekly data. Remind people what market you're in, and then let's talk about what happened in the last 7 days.
All right, perfect. I'm in Southern California, which is, primarily high desert area, which is Hesperia, Victorville, Apple Valley, Phelan, Oak Hills, Barstow, all the way to Lucerne. But we're in a big county, so that's primarily the market. Even Southern California, Rancho, San Bernardino, all that stuff. But in our prospective area, we had an interesting situation. We went from 1,580 listings the 9th of October. Mind you, we are the 25th, okay? When we're filming this. It is, on the 9th, it was 1,580 houses, total listing.
Yeah.
From 1010 to 1016,
Yeah.
it jumped up to 1,664 houses on the market. Obviously,
right.
because people probably left their house on the market. They didn't sell. We still had more people trying to sell their property, new listings coming. Then we went down to 1,556 houses on the market as of the 23rd of October.
Interesting.
So we are 100 houses, a little more than 100 houses left, or less than last week.
Yep.
Than last week. And we are, just to compare, we are about 40 to 50 back on market.
All right.
And then we are, with price reductions, we're at 100 price reduction just in 1 week.
Do you by chance have the numbers on cancellations or expireds, meaning listing cancellations, not back on market?
Yeah, I do. And that right there is 27 days or 27 properties. This last week canceled, and the week before was 32. The week before that was 45.
Oh, wow.
So it's there. It's in that 30 to, I'd say the average is about 35.
Okay. Very interesting. And do you how many do you know how many properties got sold? You probably don't know sold, but you know how many went in escrow or pending or whatever they're called in your stats?
The last 2 weeks, 60 pendings. 60 this last week, 60 the week before. And then as in solds, this is what's crazy. And I'll give you the numbers from the beginning of the month to now.
All right.
Beginning of the month for solds, we're 111. And we dropped to 60.
Yeah.
And then we went back up a little bit because of the pendings. And then now we are at about 80.
Wow. All right. So very interesting. So again, what we're seeing is inventory is going down, right? We went down 108 from a week. That's crazy. So 108 in inventory down, but you got to remember, you also had 40 back on market. So that means you actually had 148 retractions, right? Or whatever, right? Just off the market.
For sure.
And just so I understand, so we're talking 60, 80 sold, at least based on the notes I wrote down. What was a normal month like a year ago? Like 150 or 200? How much of a slowdown? Yeah, solds.
A year ago?
Yeah, just roughly. I'm just trying to get a feel.
Yeah, I mean, I would say at least 160.
So we're cut in half. Sales are down 50%. The rate of sales down 50%.
The rate of sales, correct.
And then cancellations a year ago, basically nothing.
Oh yeah, no, because you know what? They didn't even, sure, they may have canceled, but then they sold for more money.
Right. Yeah. So again, it's really a changing market. The market is slowing down. It's really weird because we're seeing demand destruction like I've never seen before, but we're also seeing supply destruction. I want to highlight that again. You're down, roughly speaking, 10% in inventory in a week. How did I get there? Inventory is 1,556. You're down 108 in raw numbers, but that 108 plus 40, that's 148. Roughly, it's like 9%. Your inventory is down 9% in a week. That is nuts.
Crazy. And this is prior to another rate hike.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. So you talk with investors, sellers,
Uh-huh.
buyers, right? You are my real estate entrepreneur. What are let's talk to sellers first.
Okay.
You've been delivering bad news to sellers for a while, meaning, hey, sorry, you missed the peak. The peak's not here. If you really want to sell, you're gonna have to lower your price. Uh,
Correct.
are they accepting it? Are they telling you know what, Omar, come back in March. I'll just stay here through the holidays.
No,
What are sellers thinking?
it's funny. And this is on the real estate side of it.
Mhm.
We represent a lot of sellers, and we have these conversations. Every once in a while, a seller will say, "You know what? You're right. Let's go ahead and not go down with the market. Let's adjust and price it so our house gets sold." And that's very rare. And then when it doesn't happen, sellers end up saying, "No, you know what? I'm done. Let me out of the contract." So I let them out of the contract, and they get listed with somebody else at a higher price because some other
Of
agent
course.
doesn't put their foot down, and they just want a listing. They want to sign up. They say they got a listing. Doesn't mean shit
Mhm.
unless it's sold. Sorry, that's $1, Michael, but it's okay. I got some fire today.
Yeah, you do. All right, so that's
So,
the sellers.
mhm.
What about buyers? Buyers got to be nervous, right? I mean, interest rates are in the sevens. There's talk of them going to the eights. We got a recession coming. Stock portfolios are down. Who's buying today, right? Like, do you have any buyers that
Hey,
are actually buying today? Who's buying?
we've gotten a few people qualified. This is the thing. In every market, there's a supply, right?
Yeah.
And then there's
Mhm.
the demand. Well, right now, this is literally the time where you shake that little tray, of rocks and all the BS, and then it pops up all the little gold specks, right? When we used to try to go gold digging, when you're a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what this is now. So you shake it up a little bit. The interest rates are shaking everything up, and then the buyers that truly want to buy, they start rising to the occasion, right? And
Mhm.
some of these buyers are professionals. These are people that have been renting for a long time that are okay paying $2,500 for a $350,000 house
Mhm.
because they used to be paying $2,000 a month. And to them, they're like, well, $500 more and I get to buy it. Let me buy it instead of paying somebody else's mortgage, right? That's their mentality, right? So because I see this and it's like, all right, well, this is the crazy part. Buyers will buy, providing if they've already gone through this process of pre-qualifying and they're still in it, that is a really good buyer.
Yeah, it's a really strong buyer. I'm curious, your buyers today, are they FHA 3.5% down, conventional 5%, or do you have buyers that are putting in 20, 25%? What's out there today?
You know what? FHA right now.
That's what
FHA,
I'm thinking.
VA, just because a little bit of a change of rate, you can get a
Mhm.
little bit better, rate for sure. So that's going to be a difference of 100, $150 a month for that
Yeah.
buyer. But primarily it's FHA. And if you have a FHA ready house, awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then let's talk about investors. I think there's, you're the great white shark in your market, right? You've pivoted. You took a couple of small L's to get smaller, right? You're buying less. You're canceling escrows, right? You're still doing deals, but you're being far more selective. What about the first time flippers who had a good time last year? What are they doing? Are they still buying? Are they struggling? What's going on with other investors? Not yourself, but others.
Those first time investors that got in the game, 16, 17, 18 months ago, and they flipped, or even 2 years ago and they started flipping. I mean, I would hope that you're still not flipping because you're not going to find anything. I hope that you double down on your skill set. If you're a realtor, because a lot of realtors became an instant flipper and they became,
Yeah.
the professional. I say this and it's funny, and I'm going to share it with you. Um, if you had a pulse, you made a commission check, right?
Yeah.
If you coughed, you made a profit.
Yeah.
And then if you spoke, you became a professional the last 2 years.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So there's something about that if you're a brand new flipper, my advice to you is find someone who's done it before partner with them, bring them a deal. Okay. Bring them a deal and don't try to be like, oh, I want to split it 50-50. Because guess what? Myself, I don't need to buy it. Have fun. Go ahead and buy it. Oh, you can't. Oh, you don't have the resources. Oh, you don't have this, this, and this. Oh, you can't carry the carrying cost. Oh, gotcha. But you want 50%. How about learn the business? How about get a 20% referral and then let someone like me teach you how to do it for 20%?
There you go.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I love talking about the market. Really, I mean, I'm looking at my numbers over here, down roughly 9% in inventory in a week. It's going to be really interesting to watch your market because again, we're at, would you say 1556? I mean, if it gets down to like 1200 again, that's really low. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the winter.
It's so volatile to where I don't know. This winter, I think the Q1 of next year is going to be like the absolute bottom. My opinion.
I do too. I'm calling March 15th, so right at the end of Q1, kind of as the spring selling season. Let's see where we're at. But yeah, I think you're right.
You know what that is? That March era.
Yeah.
In 2023, 3 years prior to, was COVID.
Oh, that's true. Wow, God, how crazy is that?
How fast that went, right?
Man, crazy. Omar, where can people find you if they want to join your team, buy, sell something in your market? Where do they go?
Yeah, if you guys if you guys need some education on how to buy, sell, or invest, follow me on IG at Invest with Omar.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.